Hello students, in my last lecture I had explained velocity time graph and had seen how we can use velocity time graph to calculate displacement. Today we shall see uniformly and non-uniformly accelerated motion, that is velocity time graph for uniform and non-uniform accelerations. So following table 8.3, I had stated you that we shall explain each and every activities of NCERT science book. So see table 8.3. Table 8.3 of table 8.3 of page 105 NCERT. What is given here? In table 8.3, velocity of a car at regular instants of time. It is time in second. And in this heading, velocity is given in meter per second. And again, same velocity is converted into kilometer per hour. So, to plot graph of this velocity time graph, we shall take this scale of time on x-axis, and suppose we take velocity in kilometer per hour, then it will be taken on y-axis. So see, this is our x-axis, this is our x-axis, and this is our y-axis. X-axis, y-axis, this is origin. If we take time in second along x-axis, then what will be a scale here? The time is given 0 second, 5 second, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so on. So this will be 0, 0, this is 5 second, this is 10 second, equidistant points, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds and 30 seconds. Now, what is the value of velocity here given? Velocity is given in kilometer per hour. So, take velocity in kilometer per hour along y-axis. And here variation of velocity is from 0 to 54. So suppose if we take 0, next 10 kilometer per hour, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So the scale is of 10 kilometer per hour. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. What do we see according to this table? When time is 0, then velocity is 0. So this is 0, 0. This point is origin. Now if time is 5 seconds, then velocity is 9 meter. 9 kilometer per hour. 9 kilometer per hour. So 9 before 10. Approximately this will be the point. If time is 10 seconds, then 18. So we shall move above 10 at nearly 18. So this will be 18 kilometer per hour. When time is now 15 seconds, then what is the velocity? After 15 seconds, the velocity is 27. So above 15, nearly this will be 27 kilometer per hour. When time is 20 seconds, so above 20 seconds, we shall again move, and it is 36 kilometer per hour. And if time is 25 seconds, then it is 45 kilometer per hour. This will be the point. And finally, if it is 30 seconds, then 54. So above 30, we shall move just like this. This will be nearly about. So when we meet all these points, then what we find? We find a straight line. We find a straight line here. merely a straight line. We find a straight line and we had seen that the velocity time graph is a straight line, then it is uniformly accelerated motion. So here this is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph for uniformly accelerated motion. In our last lecture, what we had seen? We had seen that if we draw perpendicular from any point of velocity time graph to time axis, the point where it touches x-axis gives us appropriate time. So suppose we take 2 points on it, and suppose these points are here. If we take a point nearly here, this is our A point, and this is our another point B. So if we draw a perpendicular from A to x-axis, suppose it meets at point B. Again, from any point E, suppose this is point E, we draw a perpendicular to x-axis. It meets at point here C. So A, B, C, and from A, if we draw a perpendicular on it, and suppose this point meets at, this line meets at point D. So what we had seen in our last class? We had seen our last class that displacement is given by the geometrical area between velocity time graph. So what will be the displacement traveled between this time? Suppose this gives us time t1 and here it gives us time t2. So the displacement traveled between time t2 minus t1 will be given by the geometrical area BAEC. So using the concept of last class, we can write that here the displacement traveled by the car will be given by the geometrical area between AE, that is velocity time graph, and BC in time interval t2 minus t1. This is the time interval. Therefore, S is equal to area BAEC. This is equal to, we can divide this area into 2 parts. This is area of rectangle ABCD, this plus area here, area of this whole area BAEC may be given by area of rectangle ABCD and this plus area of right angle triangle ADE. So this plus area of triangle ADE, and we know what we know. We know that the area of rectangle is equal to base into height, that is L into B. So L into B, we can write it AB into BC, and this plus what is the area of right angle triangle? it is 1 by 2 into base. What is base here? AD. Into height, DE. So, with the use of this concept, we can calculate numericals by using geometrical concepts. So in class 9, really, what we see? We see that our physical terms are explained in the geometrical way. We have convert our concept into geometrical aspects. So it is geometrical correlation of our different physical terms. Now, once again, always acceleration is not in form. Acceleration is negative also. So we see some examples of what? We see some examples of negative acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. So suppose now velocity time graph for negative acceleration. Now suppose there is a situation in which any vehicle is moving with a certain velocity and we apply a brake on it in such a way that its velocity reduces uniformly, and finally after a certain time interval that vehicle stops. So how we can represent it? For this representation, once again we take time on x-axis. So this is our x-axis, which is also called time axis, and velocity on y-axis. This is origin, x, y, origin. We take time in second along x-axis, and velocity in meter per second along y-axis. Suppose any vehicle initially moves with velocity 20 meter per second. So suppose this is about 10 meter per second, 20 meter per second, 30 meter per second, and after applying brake, the vehicle stops in 6 seconds, maintaining uniform acceleration. So how we can explain it? How we can represent it graphically? Now we take time on x-axis, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second. So suppose this car is traveling initially with 20 meter per second. So when time is 0, the velocity of car is 20 meter per second, and after applying brake, car stops in 6 seconds. So 60. This point is 60. Now we join these 2 points. Then what we see? We see once again we have a straight line. But this is velocity time graph. This is also velocity time graph for uniformly accelerated motion. But here acceleration is negative. So here acceleration is negative. This is best example of negative acceleration. This is also velocity time graph for negative acceleration. I had stated you that acceleration is not always uniform. It may be non-uniform, and maximum examples in our day-to-day life related to non-uniform acceleration. So now we see one example of non-uniform acceleration. Velocity time graph of non-uniformly accelerated motion. This is our y-axis, this is x-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin. X-axis is also called time axis. So if time is given in second here and velocity is given in meter per second, velocity is given in meter per second along y-axis. Now the time scale is given as 4 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 14 seconds, so on. So interval, uniform interval 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 4 12, 16, 20, so on. And the velocity is given 10 meter per second, 20 meter per second, the scale for velocity 30 meter per second. Suppose initially when time was 0, then velocity was also 0. But after 8 seconds, the velocity increases up to maximum extent and it reaches, suppose, nearly this. In between, we have different intervals of velocity. So these are, so with time, velocity is increasing continuously. So this portion of the graph shows uniformly accelerated motion. This portion of the graph gives us uniformly accelerated motion. But now traffic is not clear and the velocity reduces gradually, and it reduces in such a way. See here. Once see here, what happens? Velocity of the object reduces after certain time interval. Now traffic is clear, and once again the velocity of object is increasing with time interval. Then what happens here? Once again velocity increases, and this process is continued again and again. With time, velocity increases, decreases, increases. So, is it a straight line? No. So what we can see, velocity time graph on object is non-uniform acceleration. So this is velocity time graph, velocity time graph for non-uniform acceleration. Dear students, all of us, that is we teachers, continuously giving you online materials and always suggest you to learn it really. And to learn any topic, your active participation is required. What is the right way of learning? Read any material, that is see material repeatedly, and if you really understand it, then try to write yourself. So start your note preparation. You can note down it in your old copies also, and when new copies will be available in market after few days, then once again you will prepare your new fair notebooks. So you start your regular study and consider it as your regular classroom study. Be careful, start your study and give information to all of your classmates of DAV family. Before concluding my lecture, I am giving you once again one homework. That is, draw velocity time graph for uniformly and non-uniformly accelerated motion. Thank you very much.